Okay, let's start the post-race press conference then for the Motul TT in Assen, round 9 of the MotoGP World Championship. Your top three in the room, the championship leader and race winner, Fabio Quartararo, joined by his teammate, Maverick Vinales, and in third, the world champion, Team Suzuki X-Star rider, Joan Mir. Congratulations, guys. Great racing once again. Fabio, especially to you, your fourth win of the season. You've always had a great love for this Assen circuit, and now you're a MotoGP winner here, but it didn't look like it was so easy. Once you got into your rhythm out front, you pulled out a lead from the outside. It looked a little bit more comfortable, but certainly in the early stages, you had to work hard for that. But congratulations. Tell us about how the race went for you.
Yes, to be honest, it was a tough one. When I had Pecco in front, it's impossible to overtake. You need to just, I don't know, I have no words to say what is the possibility to overtake. He was already closing the lines, and with the power out of 6 is so fast, and I tried many times out of 12. I hit a little bit on the outside of his bike, and then I see that I had the potential to go inside of 12, so I never expect to overtake there, but finally it was the perfect spot. And yeah, really tough one, because I made 2 big mistakes. Out of 12, the bike was shaking until turn 15, and one on turn 6 where I got too much lean angle on the line and almost lose the rear. But the most important is the position we finished today, and we bring 25 points home.
Fabio, you mentioned in an interview a moment ago that you had some trouble with your arm. Can you explain exactly what that is? It's not arm pump, we understand.
No. It's not arm pump. It's more the back of the, I don't know, triceps maybe? Yes, triceps. But in this track is quite typical, you know, from change direction is quite heavy and painful, but was okay. And at the end, when I saw that I was for a second with Pecco, then with Maverick. Maverick was really fast at one stage, so I pulled a little bit faster at the end, where I've made some 33 low and a few 32s. So yeah, it was the correct moment to push a little bit more. But yeah, I'm so happy, and was a tough race. But like I said, for me today was a clear goal, and was fight for the victory, and we achieved it today.
The pain isn't from your golf from a few days ago, no.
No, unfortunately not.
Fabio, finally, the last question, coming into the summer break now, the long summer break, the perfect boost for you going into that. What a start to the season it has been. I know at the start of the year, everything was looking good, and in Qatar you were curious to see if you could continue this on because of what happened from last year, but it's quite clear to see that the whole package is there.
Yes, not easy, but at the end we can maintain the pace. Some races less, some races more, but the pace is there, and I feel strong. For me, last year was not the best season, because I was one of a year that I was really up and down and not consistent. But I've learned a lot, and for me this is always great to learn. When you have not the result, you can always take something. And last year I didn't take the result. I didn't take the opportunity at the end of the season to fight for the championship. But I take this experience, and I think it's worth it. So right now I'm feeling much better mentally on the box, on the bike, and I have much more clear mind and clear goals.
Fabio, congratulations on your victory. Thank you very much indeed. We now move to your teammate, Maverick Vinales. Maverick, your first podium since the opening night in Qatar, which must be very satisfying. It looked like it was a struggle, though, in the early stages. You went for the soft front tyre, but from the moment the lights went out, you just found yourself behind Fabio, Pecco and Taka Nakagami, and it just looked like it was difficult in the early stages to get past them.
Yeah, as Fabio said, with our bike it's so complicated to overtake. I just found myself behind Nakagami. Impossible. I don't know. I don't know what more to do outside, inside, and I didn't find a way to overtake until he lost the traction. As soon as he lost the traction, for me it was easy to overtake back, and then yeah, I tried to put a good rhythm. For sure, I destroyed the tires a lot behind them, because sometimes you overheat the tire, but I understand really well that when I get stuck there and I see Fabio first, this race is going to be very difficult. But however, at the end of the race, we were fast. This is the most important. We've been on the podium, and yeah, happy.
How much of a boost is it to get back on the podium after having all of these races, especially after Germany last week, which must have been very difficult to take? You seem to have put that to one side, and I mean, you look disappointed, clearly, to not win, as any rider would. But your overall feelings on being back on the podium?
For sure, I'm not disappointed because I don't win. I'm disappointed because I'm not able to take out all my potential. That's why I'm disappointed, and that's why I was very upset in Sachsenring, because somehow I'm here, I'm not able to push at the maximum, and yeah, technically there is many mistakes a few times, and I'm not able to give the maximum. So basically, in Assen, I know it's the track, I know I can be fast, so what I do is just I don't touch the bike, just keep riding, try to take out the maximum from what I have. And yeah, I was scared to even touch one click, so for sure we were maybe able to be more fast even, but yeah, I didn't want to take that risk. So second is good, I'm happy. We make some bonus and yeah, we go home.
Maverick, finally, I have to ask, there was so much discussed on social media last night in the paddock, rumours about you potentially parting company with Yamaha, maybe going to Aprilia. Have you anything to say on these rumours?
For sure I have something to say. I read one tweet from one guy of DAZN, so he's totally wrong. And I don't know what to say, honestly. Yeah. One thing is clear is that here I cannot take out my maximum, so I need to find my life, I need to find my line. Sometimes it is difficult, you know, and I need to find something that gives me the opportunity to give the maximum every lap, every race, every track.
So for clarification, the rumours are untrue?
Yeah, are not true for sure.
OK, Maverick, well done today. Enjoy the summer break. Thank you very much. Lastly, we speak to Joan Mir. Joan, back on the podium, your third podium of the season. You always give yourself some work to do from 10th on the grid, but given the restrictions of the Suzuki at the moment, you have to work so hard. You must be really satisfied to get this result just before a 5-week summer break.
Yes, it's an important podium for me, for Suzuki. I think that it will be a boost of energy to try to be better on the second part of the season. No, like this with this package is probably not enough to fight for the title. So we must work on it, work on the bike, work on myself. Always try to improve more. And yeah, yeah, I'm so happy about the race overall, because I think we couldn't expect much more about this race. These two guys were really fast during all weekend. They rode the bike in a really good level, and it was really difficult for me to be close to them. But yeah, I did what I had to do on the first laps. Always is really difficult to overtake. Really difficult to overtake Hondas and Ducatis is always a nightmare. But I tried to do my maximum and then to make clever overtakes. Of course, I'm always struggling to overtake the Ducati, so maybe some overtake is a bit on the limit or close to them. I never touch, but I always make some block pass to them. So sorry for these overtakes, but always it's really difficult. I think these guys can understand me a little bit more. Probably they don't understand me. Jack will be angry also today because again the overtake it was a block pass, and I don't like to make these overtakes, but. Yeah, he's fast on the straight, he brakes hard, and is difficult.
Joan, you seem to overall have great pace at every circuit, but quite clearly Suzuki the only bike at the moment without this device. Even if it gives you a couple of tenths, do you think that across the board in terms of qualifying and having to make these moves, that is the answer going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, we must work on the device, because there are a lot of tracks that this device can make a a huge difference, no? So to start in same conditions than the others. So this is the first thing that we must do. Then to work a little bit on the details of the bike that always make the difference. So by my part, I have to continue. I have to understand. We have to understand with the team what we need to be stronger on qualifying, to make a good lap time, no? Because always the pace that I'm able to do is not far about the lap that I do in qualifying, almost pushing like an animal, no? So it's difficult to understand, but we will find a solution, yeah.
Joan, well done today. Thank you
you.
very much. That's all from me, guys. It's time now to pass over to questions from members of the media, starting with Simon.
Hi, guys. Simon Patterson, and a question for each of you. Fabio, now that we're at the halfway point in the season, how does the expectations from before the season compare to where we are? Is this what you expected or what you hoped for? Maverick, it seems that things in the team they seem really difficult from what we saw on TV with Mayo on the podium, with everything. What is the mood like in the garage, and what can you do to fix this, first of all? And Joan, we joked last weekend about this being the first race of the season. So if this was the first race, are you happy with it?
So, to be honest, I had not pressure from the team in the beginning of the year, but more pressure from the outside, from even if I try to don't hear you hear about, you are just having the place of the king, I would say, of Vale, and inconsciously you always have this kind of small pressure, like even a comment from the media, you need to do well, you have an important spot on the team. And I was like, stop with it, and the victory in Qatar was I was so happy because since this moment I didn't hear anymore this rumor, but I expect to do well because when I won in Portimao was something that was really important for my mind, because 2020 was a disaster and this year was amazing. So for sure was also 2020 that I was really not concentrate because I knew I lost the championship, and this year was the beginning of the season, but was a clear moment in my mind and for the beginning of the season that I expect to do a good start, but not as good as this one.
Yeah, well, everything is super good.
Well, to be first race of the season, I think that is not this one. I think that will be the second part more than this one. That's why this podium is important, because okay, we are not close to the leader, but we are not super far. So it means if we improve more and we make a strong, everything is possible.
Paolo Ianieri, Gazzetta dello Sport. A question for Fabio and one for Maverick. Fabio, it looks at this moment you're the only one who can beat yourself. What is the mistake that you don't have to do not to lose this perfect moment? And Maverick, can you confirm that next year you will race with Yamaha? Because we are expecting a press release tomorrow. Is there anything that regards you or what?
No, Maverick had a super pace. I mean, for us it's difficult to overtake, but Maverick, during all the weekend, he was super fast. So for me, I'm not really, I just feel good and make the perfect start. It's difficult to say. I'm on a really good moment of my career. I have the extra confidence that every time I'm on the bike, I feel better. And also, coming from Sachsenring, that was tough one. And when you start here, you feel that the bike is working already better. And for me, it's not, I don't feel like it's only myself that can make a mistake. Joan is super fast, the Ducatis are super fast, so I don't see it really that it's just myself that I can make a mistake. I'm just feeling super good and super confident, and it means that I'm fast, and I want to keep this mood until the last race of the season.
Hi, this is.
Well, the only thing I would like to do is to give my maximum. This is what I want to do.
Yes, Manuel Presino from Motosprint Italy and Riding Sport Japan. I have two questions for Maverick. Maverick, the first is at the start. In TV, we saw something like almost a touch. I don't know how you saw it with Fabio at the start, if we saw it right or it was different on the bike. And the second one is, you just said that you are just aiming to find a situation where you take the maximum of every lap, every race, every circuit. Is this possible where you are now?
No, it's not possible because we have many issues that will stay with me because I don't want to give any excuse. Today Fabio was very fast. It's the only thing I can say. And yeah, on the start he just across, so I need to close the gas. And yeah, this makes me go fourth, and then everything was more complicated. But this is racing, you know. One time can happen to one rider, next time can happen to another. But this is racing. Just I was not able to overtake Taka. So I think this is the real problem of the race, because if in 1-2 laps I could overtake, then was a totally different race.
Michel Turco, I have two questions. One for you, Johan. Beside the qualification, the right device, what you would like to see improve on your bike? And for you, Fabio, you had two difficult moments in Jerez with your arm and in Barcelona with your leather. How did that affect, and did you have any doubt at this moment?
I start? Well, first of all, like I said, we must work to have the device as soon as possible, because to start with the same tools than the others. So this is the first point. And then, of course, improve on the details and try to be stronger. We probably still missing a little bit of speed. Compared, not top speed, I mean speed on the, especially with the new tires on the stand. Try to get things to improve that area. So this is the process.
So for me, yes, Jerez was a difficult moment because, to be honest, was one of the races that you feel like you are riding easy and you feel so good. But, you know, there I didn't feel about unlucky, because it's my problem. I had nothing on the bike. It's just that my arm was not able to finish. Barcelona was, yeah, a bit disappointed because, to be honest, the win was really difficult because Miguel was super strong, but the second position was more than acceptable. But it didn't affect. I mean, on the first part in Barcelona was difficult because, you know, I was in race direction and I see people there that I was not so happy, and then I take it on laughing because I was a little bit joking with the team that when I finished the race I was fourth, 3 hours later I was sixth, and I was just saying, maybe tomorrow I'm last. But it didn't affect, and the only thing was strange was the comment of Johan. But we had a discussion before, and he's much more clear. So I'm happy about that, and to be clear, it didn't affect.
Hi guys, this is Frank Wing from Eurosport again. I have a question for the two Yamaha riders and one for Maverick, if that's possible. First of all, you guys said that it is really difficult to overtake Ducati. You've got the ride height device, you've got the whole shot device. Your starts are a lot better than they were. What do you need then? Is it purely power, or is it something different to be able to to beat the Ducatis at their own game, so to speak? And one for Maverick. Sorry to start this again, Maverick, but everybody's been talking about this, as you can understand. Would you say that the chances of you being with Yamaha next year are, let's say, bigger or smaller than 50%?
So, missing some horsepower, to be honest. But there is also one thing that I have clear on my mind, but we can't fix it. But I will not say here that I've talked to Yamaha to adjust, and looks like is where we struggle with not only the Ducatis, even with all the bikes here. Even if I think the potential of our bike can be faster, but for me is missing one thing. That if we fix this, we will be still far from the Ducatis, but for me we will improve a little bit the top speed. So I'm trying to see, but it's not easy. It's quite a big thing, and yes, for me it's horsepower, but I can't complain. Okay, they have more horsepower, but today they finish behind. So we need to be focused on also qualifying. That if we make a bad qualifying is impossible for us. But that's it.
Obviously, it's hard to overtake because you arrive 2-3 bikes behind them. So yeah, it's pretty tough. It's difficult because then for sure you recover on the entry of the corner, but then again you are in the same situation for most of the race. Unless you have more grip than them, then you can overtake. So you can be closer and you can predict where to overtake. And regarding the other question, it's very hard to say, honestly, Frank. Cannot give you an answer. But what is clear is that here I cannot take out the maximum I have inside. So yeah, I'm desperate, honestly, to take out because there's many races that is there inside, and I really wanted to take out. So here in Assen, I could give a little bit more. And in Austria, we will try to find a way to give it even more.
Thank you, guys.
Hi guys, Thomas Beaujean from GP Mag in France. Question to Fabio. Who do you see as your main opponent for the second half of this season? Thank you.
This is the question that a lot of people ask, but the championship is wide open. For me, everyone is fast, so I don't want to make a mistake, but there is many people. I don't really see clearly one. But the most important right now is I want to focus on myself. This is what I did since Qatar, so I just try to take out the best of myself in every race. And if one guy finishes in front, 2 guys, 3 guys, I know that I give my maximum, and I think this is the best way. And I'm just looking race by race. Of course, now we have a good advantage on the championship, but we need to at least the second part of the season, we need to start exactly same as we start the first race in Qatar. And this is the main thing for me to be focused for the second half of the season.
Hi guys, Lewis Duncan from Autosport here. Congratulations to all three. I have a question for Maverick. You've said the links to Aprilia aren't true, but given your current situation, you clearly don't seem happy. And we've seen in the past with Zarco when he was at KTM, he quit a year ahead, and things have gone well for him since. So can you see a benefit to quitting Yamaha at the end of the season and perhaps taking up a ride elsewhere?
Well, Lewis, I think the for sure benefit, it's difficult to have benefit from one situation like this, you know. I just get difficulties, especially, you know, somehow I start to feel that when I come to race, it starts to be a nightmare because, yeah, I have like for 3 years the same comments. So I can take the notes and it's exactly the same comment 3 years in a row. So yeah, as I said, I just want to take out the maximum. I just want to come racing to really race and give everything I have. Right now, it's difficult. It's difficult. When I come to racing, I just say, what problem I'm going to have this race? And this is a problem. So I just want to come here, give the maximum, and see where we are. And as you said, Zarco did that, but, you know, I will not follow any rider. I just will follow my feelings. For sure, in Sachsenring, I wanted to go home on Friday already because it was a desperate weekend where I explained everything, but we were not able to improve. So here, thanks God, I had grip, The track is good. Track adapt less or more to the bike, so I can be fast, but I am far from my full potential. So the only thing I want to take out is my full potential.
Paolo from Motorsport at Motorrad from Germany. A question to all three riders. Do you think a 5-week break like we have now can reset anything in the championship? And how will you spend this time?
So a reset, no. I think that everyone know his place already. We did 9 races, so for me will be not a reset because I want to keep this good moment. So I will make total reverse. I will keep everything on my mind, and then for me the first week will be a great holidays, little bit with the family, and then from half of the second week till the end I want to go back to normal, training well. But yeah, it's quite a long time that I've not seen my family, so I will enjoy the time with them.
Yeah, it has been many weeks in a row, so yeah, we'll have 1 full month to stay with my baby, with my girl, and thinking about everything. So I want to relax, and after 1 week I will go full mode to be on the best physical condition and mentally condition I can be for Austria.
In my case, I think that most of us we will do the same. No, we will make a rest of a couple of weeks, 1, 2, and then start to training as normal. Talking about myself, I need a lot. 1 week or even 2 of motorbikes and of racing, and just thinking about different things, or just not thinking so much also, and just try to and then to try to work and to try to be better for the second part of the season.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations on your result. Regarding the calendar, of course, this year is still a bit strange, but we had 9 races in the first 14 weeks, and after the summer we will have 10 races in 14 weeks. Of course, we know in the future the plan is to expand the calendar. Do you think we are now at a maximum? Do you think it's too much? What's your view on the current calendar and maybe what's going to happen in the future? Thank you.
It's difficult to say because looking at the Formula 1, they have more races, but I think for them it's not the same issue. I remember in 2019 in Valencia was super cold and was already mid of November, and if we crash on a bike is a little bit different. I mean, to warm up the tire in Valencia, I remember the 27 laps on the right corner was already difficult. So I don't know how you want to expand more, but it's true that every time, I think 1 or 2 times per year, we see that we go to a new place. But I hope that they take out one. But I think going to hot countries, I think that it can improve, but I don't think to expand more because I think it's not so great to race before March and after mid of November. So it's not easy. But yes, Dawn, Irta, everyone are doing an amazing job. So of course they are working on a good way.
I think it's always very nice and very interesting to go to the new places, new fans. We open new lines, and this is nice. Honestly, I like a lot racing. For sure, some way to do it is maybe to reduce the test days, and that week that we have on the test day, maybe do start the racing there. But I love racing, so I could do all year racing. I don't have too many problems, especially on physically condition. And yeah, I think as Fabio mentioned, they are doing a great job. We are discovering new places, and yeah, I think we are growing up MotoGP a lot, and this is the most important.
I'm a bit with Fabio in this area because I think that here the conditions, everything is much more critical for a motorbike than, for example, it's true that in Formula One they make more races, but I don't see a lot of place to put more races. Also. I don't have problems about go racing because it's what I love and everything, but yeah, for me I think that it's quite okay. The races that we have is quite normal. So more will be tough because not only for the riders, also for the people that works in MotoGP, more time out of the family. Out of home, and it's always we want to be here a lot of years, not just a couple of ones. So we have to manage well this situation.
Hi guys, Niki Kovács from Nemzeti Sport Online and Motor Review Hungary. Another one for you, Maverick. I'm so sorry, but I really need to ask because you know that I'm really interested about the technical side of this sport, but also the human side of this sport. And seeing you recently, it's something really, I would say, also painful also for us. And I can understand you don't want to talk about the future, maybe because you just can't, or you're not able to do legal reasons, whatever. But if you can just clarify what happened then on Friday afternoon, after you won the first practice day, you canceled your media debrief. I mean, was it you or was it the team? And what was the reason then? Because we can understand if you didn't want to talk to us. I really can understand that as well.
I really want to talk to all of you, but we decided with the team to stop a little bit the media, especially after the bad result of Sachsenring. So I think the meaning of that was to don't say anything bad after the bad result. And yeah, as a human side, the result from Sachsenring was very painful. This was irrespectful for myself as a rider, and it's difficult to forget, honestly. I've never been in this position in my life, not even when I started racing. So yeah, it was very painful. Honestly, it makes me think a lot and makes me hurry up many things. So yeah, we'll see. Honestly, yeah, I have to say thanks to Yamaha for this great weekend, and then we will see.
Yes, Maverick, another question. When Ducati tried to hire you in the past, Yamaha Japan really insisted and did all to have you still in the team. My question is, in this moment, have you got any message from Yamaha Japan trying to make you stay or whatever, or to make your morale go up?
No, I didn't receive, but I think I have a really good relationship with Yamaha Japan. I think they are great. With the president, with the guy involved on all these things, they put a lot of enthusiasm and encouragement. So I was pretty, let's say, when they signed me again in 2020, so I was pretty like, what? So because I didn't, I could not give my maximum. I tell to the team that I was not giving up. I don't know why I was not able, and yeah, they signed me again for 2 more years. And where the point I'm now, I don't understand why.
Do you expect any sign coming from Japan in this sense?
Sign?
Any move, any sign from Japan?
No, honestly, in those days, I don't expect nothing from anyone. I just expect everything from me, and I will try. For sure, I have a lot of respect for Yamaha, a lot. And I appreciate a lot because they involve a lot of time in myself, and yeah, for sure we make good results, and but I don't know why I was not able to be more fast and more consistent. So overall, just thinking on myself, and the only thing and the only words I can say to Yamaha is thank you for the opportunities. I think they are always great, always happy, always with a smile for me, and this is the most important.
I come more or less back to this, Maverick. You're a person that needs to have like a family around. You need to feel it. So are you more disappointed from the technical side or from the human side that is making you like that?
Obviously, I'm more disappointed about the technical side, not about the human, because finally we were good. Yeah, human is not bad. I don't have to say nothing, but technically, yes, for sure I have to say. And I have to say in the previous years, and then 2018 also was difficult. 19, somehow we found a way, but then in 20 again we changed everything, we changed the bike, and we start to lose the way again. So yeah, honestly, on human, I'm happy. I have to say that I appreciate a lot the guys in Yamaha, and yeah, this is the important thing at the end. But as I said before to Nicky, Germany was very painful. Honestly, was hard to eat that result, very hard.
Fabio, Maverick, Joan, thank you very much. Have a good summer break. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.